everyone, and welcome back to episode 3 of the Last Step podcast. It's me, as usual, Declan Jordan, and I've been joined, as always, by Jordan Duffy.
Hello again. I feel quite awkward introducing myself when it comes to this, because I just kind of go with people. It sounds quite negative if I say people just kind of know me that I talk to.
Yeah, well, that's a good thing. Nobody knows us yet.
That's true.
Yeah,
but they're getting to know us now. Possibly.
Hopefully. That's the goal. But this week we come to you from Drury Street in Glasgow. So shout out to them for letting us record here.
Yeah, we love this place. After this we're going to probably get a game of pool because it's right next to us.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to give you a bit of a rinsing, shall we say. The fact that I have a nice crisp cold pint of beer and Declan's on a Pepsi.
What's wrong with a good Pepsi?
I know it's early morning, but I know it's not early morning, it's actually early afternoon, so it's about time, come on. I'm kidding.
I know. I will drink later on.
Cool.
I'm a professional and I don't drink on the job.
Hey, you can still have a pint and be professional. Don't slag off person. Oh wait, tell the rinse. Don't rinse somebody that's having a pint.
But this week has been really good in the world of pop punk and pop culture, I'd say, because there's been drama galore everywhere.
You say it's been good. You mean it's good in terms of material?
Yes.
That's talked about. I wouldn't necessarily. It's been all good.
Yeah, the stuff that's happened isn't great, but in terms of us talking about it, it's fantastic.
Oh yeah. Some of which we actually missed that happened prior to us actually releasing the podcast, believe it or not.
Yeah. So,
but we're definitely going to go over it because it's quite important. Well,
yeah,
I say important, but
it happened on the day we released the podcast, and obviously if we release that day, we can't exactly talk about it.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about it now.
It's big gossip. It's big gossip, isn't it?
But sort of on that subject, we saw a little band last Sunday.
Yep.
At the O2 Academy. A little band called Neck Deep.
We did indeed. We were talking about it in the last episode.
Yeah.
Very much looking forward to it, and without bagging it up, I thought they absolutely crushed it.
Oh, they did.
Now,
absolutely did.
To be frank, when I've previously seen Neck Deep, apart from the very first time, I was slightly disappointed with the performance. Not because of the music, because the albums and the recordings have been absolutely fantastic, do not get me wrong. I just felt the live performance wasn't overly polished, and I don't know if it was sound issues, but the quality of the music itself wasn't great.
Well, I mean, the last time I saw them before this was with A Day to Remember. I think you were there as well.
I was there, and that was similar.
I was expecting so much better because, oh my god, it's a massive stage at the Hydro Arena. They're going to absolutely kill this, and I don't know, they kind of just coaxed through it all.
It was
I was quite, I love Neck Deep, they're one of my favourite bands, but I was really worried about seeing them on Sunday, not gonna lie.
That's very true. Was Neck Deep with A Day to Remember were like a smouldering flame, at the O2 Academy were like a raging flame. Or a raging fire, sorry, flame, let's go with flame. Please tell me people got that. Please tell me
you're a terrible person. But we'll talk about the Neck Deep set in a minute. We'll go from the bands that started to finished. You missed Wolves, didn't you? Because the queue was massive.
I didn't miss the whole of Woes, but I caught the end of them. Mm-hmm. Now I know Woes is a Glasgow-orientated Scottish band who are just coming out into the punk scene, and to be on that tour is pretty damn good going. And in terms of what I've seen from them, big up them, man. They sound really, really good. The crowd was into them as well. Do not get me wrong. That crowd was definitely into them.
Yeah, I totally agree. I was there for I think all but one or two songs, and they were fantastic. Big up the cover of All Star, by the way. That was unexpected and funny.
I missed that.
Yeah,
I missed that.
Sad times.
Yeah,
but Wolves were brilliant. But then we got into, I don't know if it was your top bit of the night, but I think it was one of the best bits of your night.
It was it would have been the top bit of the night if they did not have the issue right then. Just to fill you in, because that's quite vague. So we had Real Friends after that.
Who were amazing.
Yeah, they came on and they were fantastic. There was a bit of technical issues at the very start. I think the bass was just a bit overkill. However, I love the band to absolute bits. The Home Inside My Head is one of my favourite albums ever. Very much helped me get through a difficult time at one point. I love that band to bits, and every single time I've seen them, they have killed it, and once again they killed it. The set list was fantastic because it gave you kind of all the different parts of Real Friends, and the only issue is their set got cut short.
Yeah. Again, no real reason. Like, we haven't found out a reason. We don't know if they were overrunning, or maybe was overrun, or it was like an early curfew or something like that.
Yeah.
So we don't know.
I mean, I know that I could kind of tell that the band were a little bit disappointed as well. You can kind of see that from Dan's face. But in terms of the performance they put on, man, it was absolutely on fire. The guys never ever disappoint, and they always seem to be right into the set.
Yeah.
They always do.
I mean, like the only this is terrible. Sometimes when I go to see bands, I only know one song. Because I wasn't a Real Friends before I came in, but the only song I knew prior to that was Colder Quicker.
Yeah.
And like for that song especially, and for every other song, they just looked right up for it from the start. Again, they did look a little disappointed, as you said, because of the set cut. I don't know if they got told that on stage or they got told it prior. It kind of looked like they got told it on the stage.
I think they got told on stage. It looked like it. It looked like it came from the sound booth.
Yeah.
Which is definitely a shame. In terms of Real Friends, I'll give it a quick recommendation. If you want to give Real Friends a listen, I actually recommend listening from old to new. Specifically, it pains me to say it, the song in which got cut, Late Nights in My Car. It's an absolute cracker of a song from very early on in their catalogue. And also, if you want to give another song a listen to by them from early on in the catalogue, give a listen to Old and All Alone, because that is very much a powerful middle finger gesture song. That's exactly what that song is.
It's such a really, really emotional set as well, I thought, from them. Like, it's honestly hold back the tears and everything, but like they are. If you want to evoke an emotion from yourself, go and listen to Real Friends. That's what I'd say.
Damn right. Give Makina, newest album, Home Inside My Head, Makina. That will get you thinking about emotional, deep stuff. Oh, I'm going to start crying.
Pass the tissue. The next band, it was one of Tumblr's favourite, was As It Is, and I was disappointed.
Yeah, man.
I know you disagree with this point, but I think they opened well with the first song and closed well with the last song. Everything in between, I wasn't a fan. Like I like as I was listening to them again before the gig, I enjoyed what they were going to play, but obviously they had the whole drama with the guitarist.
Yep.
And it's clearly affected them.
Oh, it's big time affected them. Now, I'm definitely not going to make a judgment for the reason of we don't know the whole story right
exactly.
now. What we know is that the decision was made by the band members for their previous guitarist to leave the band, which wasn't announced, and they had a replacement guitarist, and it did look like the replacement guitarist did not know the material. Now, in all fairness, if that guitarist has just learned it very shortly, all credit to him, because I've probably done a good job in terms of for a small period of time to learn it. However, you could tell there was some issues with the performance.
Yeah, well, we're trying to get like a time frame of this. So when did the Neck Deep tour start? That was what, last week some point?
I think we're looking at about a week and a half ago.
About a week and a half ago, by the time this podcast comes out. Let's say, as it is decided, maybe 2 weeks before then, that the old guitarist whose name has escaped me, that he was leaving the band.
I'm sure it's Andy.
Andy. That's 2 weeks to learn an entire set, and albeit it was what, an 8-9 song set.
I think it was 7.
About 7. But we'll call it 8 just to give him credit. Well, see, to be honest, even if it was a 4-song set, I still learned an entire catalogue.
Oh yeah.
So I got to give him props because I mean I'm struggling learning the basic chords. So never mind a full set from a band that I wasn't in.
I mean,
So-
like in all seriousness, with As It Is, I was never massively into them until I seen them perform with State Champs, and they killed it. They absolutely killed it, and they made fans out of me and my mate Andy, who was there with me as well. And they give you some information about Andy. He's very much into pop punk, but he likes his pop punk with a bit of girth.
Yeah, so like
But he also is
so
very
you're 4
much
years strong, kind of.
4 years strong, a Date Remember.
Yeah.
He's also into the kind of heavier stuff like a Date Remember because he obviously chop and change. But he's also into bands like Papa Roach. But he was right into As It Is.
Yeah.
And we both had the same opinion, like very much a polished performance.
Yeah.
Very, very, very pleased with a new band that we went and listened to right away. Came out and listened to the albums right away, and I was listening for basically a week straight of not the newest album because the newest album had just came out, so I wanted to go old and then bring it to the new.
The point you just made there, going old to new, I think you should always do that. You never go and listen to the latest album because you don't get the progression and see how they've changed as a band. But going back to,
I wouldn't necessarily agree with that. I feel like there should be a hook, and the hook for me normally is seeing a band live and then I'll go old and new. However, there is always a good hook to go new and then jump to the old and then come back. For example, A Date Remember, I jumped in on the What Separates Me From You.
that's the album I listened to a few tracks, but I went back and listened to what's the album called? For Those Who Have Heart. So like, and then progress. So like, I'll pick and choose songs, but when I'm starting to get into bands, I'll go old to new.
Well, I genuinely went from What Separates Me From You and then went straight to Plot to Bomb the Panhandle.
That's off For Those Who Have Heart.
Yeah, so
Love that
that's the way to do it. So I would say that's always a hook.
Going back to As It Is, though, they did look like they were suffering from the loss of Andy.
It's just a bit tedious to kind of. You could see there was issues. Give fair play to the guys. They stayed on and gave it everything. They gave it everything.
Again, that's all you can ask. Because I mean, I wouldn't want to be in their situation. I'll tell you that.
Definitely not.
Because that's going to be a really hard time. You know, losing a band member and then, I wouldn't say struggling, but getting used to a new member who's not familiar with the material. I'll definitely go and see them next time they're here, because hopefully then it'll be a more polished performance.
Yeah, definitely. Because I'm not going to say I'm not going to listen to As It Is again. Put it that way. But in terms of what I've seen previously, the performance could have been a lot better. So,
well, again, it's the band we're going to talk about next, but Neck Deep had the same thing, because again, the last time we saw them wasn't great, and they were pre-headliner.
very true.
So it's nothing. It's a small glitch in the road that's going to be paved with some good stuff for As It Is, hopefully.
I'm looking forward to see what comes about it. That's what I'll say, and that's how I'll leave it. I'm not passing judgment at all, but you've got to kind of see things just as they appear. You can't candy coat something, especially if you're wanting to review or give opinions on something. It's just the way you have to do it. Then people will just call you a liar. But in all fairness, I love As It Is. I think their music is damn catchy. Just that performance was a bit of a letdown. So I'm sure they'll bring it back.
I think it's just a shame they've lost them after the album's been released as well. Because the new As It Is album got released earlier on this year. I think if it happened before the album got released, maybe that would have helped a little bit, because then you could have learned the material before going out on the road, instead of learning that literally the weeks they were going before. But now it's time to talk about the main event.
Indeed. We're not going to spend too much time on the actual performance that we saw,
because there's another performance by them we want to talk about, but very quickly, they were fantastic.
They absolutely smashed it. The thing is, Neck Deep always put on a great show, but the thing that I always want is I want to back it up with the performance now. I think they got a bit shell-shocked, should we say, because after seeing them previously, the crowd was so into this gig. So into this gig.
And that's one thing about gigs as well. A crowd can make or break a show.
That's very true.
Something that I noticed last night when I saw Frankie Hero, but I'll talk about that a little bit later on. That a crowd definitely makes or breaks a show.
Yeah.
Because if the crowd are not into you, you've got nothing to feed off, and that's you. You're dead in the water.
Oh yeah.
Sort of thing.
But Neck Deep have this kind of pull when it comes to their songs, because they make their songs very. They're not personal, but they've got a personal attraction.
Yes.
They really have a personal attraction, and the only way you can really say that, or bring that, or back that up, should I say, is with songs like, and to give you an example, you had songs like In Bloom. You had songs like Kali Ma.
Yeah.
And that just had that personal attraction to either sing as loud as you can with all the passion in your heart, or scream as much as you can with the fire burning deep. That happened.
Or get in the pit and just lose it.
Oh yeah,
as well.
yeah. The best thing about the Neck Deep gigs, and this is what pains us for the next thing, is the fans get deadly involved to the point where the gig is not the same if there is not the crowd interaction. And that's one thing I would certainly believe, but at the same time you've got to still have a performance. Neck Deep delivered.
Yes.
They really, really did deliver, and the set was fantastic.
Yeah, the only thing missing from the set for me personally was 1970 something.
Yeah.
I love that song, but again, I can't fault them because the set list was perfect.
I think if they added that in along with like In Bloom, and also the acoustic songs from Ben as well, I think people would just start crying buckets of tears, man.
Yeah.
I don't think the crowd could take that.
Yeah, it'd be a wee bit too much, but again, just a flawless set list, flawless performance from them in Glasgow at least. What we're going to talk about next is probably the biggest drama that's happened in the past week in terms of pop punk. There was a certain concert down in Nottingham, Rock City.
That's it.
And yeah, it was the Neck Deep show, so everything was going fine. They were playing the second song of the set, which was Lime Street, and it's a Neck Deep show. What do you expect from a Neck Deep show from the crowd?
Damn good interaction.
And
in the form of excitement, thrill, and damn it, I want to get up on that stage, man. I want up on that stage. Oh, I want to give them a high five. God damn it.
If you were in, so unfortunately we were in the seating for Neck Deep, but if you were standing, what would you be doing? Would you be jumping around? Would you be in the pits? I'm asking you.
Oh right, I thought you were going to give me like a choice.
No, would you be like jumping around?
Oh, all of it.
Moshing?
All of it. I would be damn right. I would be in the pit. I would be jumping up and down. I'd be screaming my voice to breaking it to smithereens.
But I think most importantly,
I would be crowd surfing. I would be crowd surfing.
Crowd surfing is one of my favourite things to do at gigs because like it's just fun, and plus if you need to get out and get some air quickly, it's a great way to do it.
That's fair. I do it because I want to get involved in the band's performance and also get involved with other fans because you're there to enjoy yourself. And I guess crowd surfing, I'm not going to lie, there is a bit of danger to it.
Yeah.
Do not get us wrong.
Yeah.
But it's there done on a happy issue. It's not done. Not an issue. It's a happy activity.
Yeah.
It's a happy activity for fans to get involved.
Yeah.
If somebody does it, yes, they understand that there is a
danger to it.
There is a danger to it.
They're taking the risk. It is them to do it.
Yeah. But what they shouldn't be made to do is be put in a position by someone else where they are then put into danger. And the last person you'd expect that from is the security at the barrier, who's meant to look after the crowd and take care. That's it.
Because, and again, this is an approximation. Again, a full proper statement of the events have not been said. The statements have been released, but there's rumours about what actually transpired. Video footage is shaky, so again, we are going by what we saw. If it is wrong, please get in touch, and obviously we'll say what actually happened. because we want to tell the right story, but we can only say from what we've seen.
We will not make a judgment because it's not our place to make a judgment.
Mm-mm.
We will only kind of explain what we can kind of see from videos.
Yeah.
There might be other people that might have seen things differently, but in terms of what's out there, we can only go by evidence. Now,
Exactly.
and the evidence that we have, to run it down, as you said, second song in the set, the crowd starts crowd surfing as you would expect. The security is there to manage the crowd surfing if it happens, and make sure that the safety is kept of every individual there. Now, bear in mind, it is for the safety of both the crowd and also the band.
Yeah, definitely.
Now, the one thing that the band does not want is for the crowd to get hurt. And I'm damn sure that the crowd does not want the band to get hurt. And I'm pretty sure both sides wouldn't want the security to get hurt as well.
Oh no.
But what they don't do is they don't put themselves in a position where they're increasing the opportunity of danger. And unfortunately, from what we've seen and what we've heard, that's what happened with the security. So the crowd surfing happened with the crowd. The crowds came over the barrier, and from the information, it seems that the security was roughing up the fans to the point where people were screaming and shouting at the front of the barrier of the security. Now, I'm not too sure if you've seen the video that I've seen, but I've actually seen the video of the band still playing, and then during them still playing,
they stop.
It still happens, so the security's still doing it. Ben and Sam are having to then stop stop performing. But the band's still playing. The band itself is still performing. They still get back.
I know the video you're talking about.
They have to stop to then try and get the security to watch what they're doing, because they're being too rough with the fans.
Well,
and the fact that they're doing that that's fantastic to see, but the security shouldn't be doing that in the first place.
Yeah, well, from when it was first getting broke and stuff like that, there was quotes going about that security were literally slamming people to the floor in front of the stage. That they were dragging them by the necks and stuff like that. Again, this is quotes. This is from what people have been saying and from what it looks like in videos. If events were different, please get in touch. We don't want to, again, we're not going to pass judgment. I just want to make that clear. We're not going to say, oh, this is wrong, this is terrible, stuff like that. We are just presenting what we believe to be, well, not the facts, what is being said. Once we know the full facts, it's coming out. I don't think the full facts will come out. No,
that's the one thing I will say, because the blame will be put on both because it will come from each side, and it will go against whoever the quote unquote opposition is in that one.
From stuff that I've seen online, it looks like Rock City were planning to replace their security already, and this is just adding more fuel to the fire, because apparently that company aren't the best for dealing with fans. And
I've not kept up in it. Now,
I kept up with it till about Wednesday, because then it was just repeating memes and stuff like that.
And in terms of what kind of followed, to bring it back up, it seems to be from the video evidence that people have taken videos of, that the fans have kept coming over and they kept being roughing up, and the band member that starts it seems to be Phil. That's basically had enough, trying to tell the security to stop it, and it does look like there is a lashing out, which I understand that, but you can't deny that it could have been taken better from both sides. But the security then grabs Phil and drags him off the stage down into the pit. Now you see security going haywire, everybody getting tossed about. There's fans in there as well on the ground, let alone trying to get up. Now Phil's got down there and he's obviously trying to protect himself, and that's caused the rest of the band to go. Now there are some punches thrown, there are some kicks thrown as well. We can see that. But it's people trying to defend themselves. Now, it's not the best thing to see for a gig. Certainly not.
The worst thing it's doing is giving our genre a bad name.
That's it.
And that's a real shame, because like we said in the very first podcast, I don't think pop punk has been in a better place for years. And I don't know. It's not like this is a setback, but I think it's a little hitch. Again, it's like the as it is thing. It's a little hitch in the road that will bring it back to everything, hopefully.
Yeah. But that's kind of all I want to say. I'm not going to pass judgment, but the main thing we need to pinpoint is a gig is there for fans of artists to go and see their favourite artists perform live and entertain.
Yeah.
Listen to the music and get involved, either emotionally or if you want to jump up as high as you can, if you want to scream out as loud as you want, and if you want to damn crowd surf, then you should be able to do it in a safe way and being kept safe. And the security there is to keep the crowd and the band safe, not there to rough up.
Totally agree. Like some of the best interactions I've had at gigs have been with the security itself.
Oh yeah.
Because
big time.
like at Download this year, I had a laugh with one of the security at the barrels. Do you remember like the last? I think it was with like Pink or Katy Perry or Lady Gaga or something like that, and it was like a little dance thing. I can't do it because I've got no rhythm to save myself. But the security was doing it at the front of the stage, and I was just like, that is brilliant, and he kept on doing it. Got video of it. It was fantastic. So security, 9 times out of 10 tend to be fantastic. This just seems to be the case of, this is just one night where the security, like that seems like a blame the security. Again, we're not putting the blame on anyone, but we're just saying what it looks like from the information we've
There has
seen.
to have some form of focal point. That's I think that's what you're trying to get at. To give you an example as well in terms of like how security can are a very important part of the gig. Or they can make it quite funny as well. So from your point, I was at 303 at ABC years and years ago.
God.
I know. And it was the case that the band had got off the stage right in the set and was jumping up, and the crowd was going up and like trying to give them hugs and high five and stuff. But right after it, the crowd still stayed for a good time to let everybody else out. Security jumps up and goes, "Hey, it's me, I'm part of the band," and everybody gives the security a cheer, and it's funny. But the security should know that they're there to protect, but just don't get involved in making people in a more dangerous situation. Try your best. It's what you're there for.
I think the one positive we can get out is how funny the fans have been. Because something that I've brought up here, and I think it's probably the funniest thing I've seen from the whole situation, is the set list itself. I want to read out some of the quotes. So the first 2 songs, Happy Judgment Day, Lime Street. The next song, the sound of some girl being slammed to the ground, performed by the security. Danny plays Whack-A-Mole. A Part of Me, performed by the crowd. Oh, Jeremy Corbyn. Then Ben comes out and shouts over the mic, the show's over. And then something that we haven't mentioned yet, Sirens, performed by the police, because apparently the police had to come and get involved as well.
It's a damn good encore.
I don't think I've seen a better encore in my life.
But this is what we're going to say about this topic, because I really don't want to go on too much about it. If you think there's something that we've missed out, let us know. If it's blatant, then damn right we're going to make an apology if there is an apology to be made. We're just obviously taking it from what we see.
Exactly.
But please,
if we have anything wrong in this section, please get in touch, because we don't want to be labelled as, they're just blaming security, or they're just blaming X, Y, Z, they're blaming Neck Deep for it. We're not. We've been looking at everything. We're putting the blame on no one and everyone at the same time.
That's it.
So I think that's all we have to say on that topic. So quick things I want to rhyme up before we get into the next section. Happy 10-year anniversary to Half-Life 2 Episode 2 and Portal. 2 games that turned 10 years old this week, and God, I feel ancient now.
Oh yeah. I'll be honest, the only game I played was Portal. I loved Portal, but I didn't complete it. I didn't play it all the time. I played it. So
well,
that's definitely something for yourself. But
Uh-huh.
happy birthday or happy 10-year birthday?
10-year.
Birthday. Shows you how much I'm going to get slated for people that love the Half-Life and Portal on it.
Well, again, I've only ever watched Let's Plays on Portal and Half-Life. It's a game that I respect for what it's done for the industry, stuff like that.
It is.
But still waiting on Half-Life 3. That's the one joke I'm going to make. And move on. The Linkin Park Carpool Karaoke came out this week. Have you had a chance to see it?
Still not seen it.
It's like I'm not going to spend too much time because we do have other things to talk about, but it was emotional.
Yeah.
Just because it was filmed 6 days before Chester's passing, and if that isn't an advertisement for what mental health is like, you can put on the smile all you want, but the demons are still always going to be there. So again, just wanted to pay a massive respect to Chester. R.I.P. Thank you for everything, and if you have a spare minute, send some love over to Chester's family and stuff. I'm sure they're still going to be a bit upset by it all.
Yeah, but in terms of obviously everything that's happened, the band's statements, the time the band's taken, what the band's doing to pretty much celebrate the life of Chester.
I don't think the band's a bit better.
Yeah, you can't really say, and all credit goes to them, and thoughts are with the Chester's family as well. I would actually say probably everyone.
Yeah.
It's not just the funny thing is, it's not just fans of the band, it's just fans of music.
Yeah, because Linkin Park are one of those bands that they are genuinely a band that everyone has heard of at least some point in their life.
Yeah.
Because I mean, even if you don't listen to them, you'll know the in the end, it doesn't even matter.
Or
you'll
no,
know that.
I would say more. You've got Numb Encore, Jay-Z.
Yeah, that's another one. It's just a band that's touched everywhere. And also, if you've watched the Transformer movies, done the first 3 soundtracks. Yep. So there you go.
So that's really all we want to say.
Yeah.
Yep.
So.
No seriousness, Chester, we miss you. You brought like a ton of happiness and joy to so many people, and all thoughts are with the family and also the band as well, and friends of Chester as well,
and also fans as well.
And fans.
I know fans that are absolutely heartbroken by this. So.
Big time.
Some amazing releases came out this week.
We emphasised that big time.
Yeah. Well, we were recording this on the Saturday. They came out yesterday. And Jordan, how many times did you listen to the new Knuckle Puck album?
Don't know. Genuinely don't know. It's such a good album, man. It's such a good album.
Just for the record, Knuckle Puck, ROAM, and I know you haven't listened to it, but the Front Bottoms released music yesterday. Front Bottoms dropped it out of the blue, and since you're not a fan, I'll talk about it quickly. Absolutely brilliant album. If you like them, go and listen to it. The only song I knew by them beforehand was a song called Maps. So I love this album. I'd definitely be giving it another listen to it. Just listen to it today. We'll talk about Knuckle Puck first, because I listened to that yesterday heading to Frank Iero, and yeah, fantastic.
Yeah. So to give you kind of the breakdown of Knuckle Puck with myself, I was late into getting into them.
So was I.
From the first album, which at this moment I'm kind of gutted, to be honest, that I wasn't a total hipster Knuckle Puck fan. However, in terms of a debut album, Copacetic, man, is so high up in terms of what you want and what you can't really expect a better pop punk album with, and I will say, some girth, but some damn good feeling in that as well. So Copacetic, but Shapeshifter is the new album, and Shapeshifter is fantastic. Now my interest came from Gone, because in terms of a pop punk track that comes at you right away and you just get into, I cannot tell you how many times I was listening on the train into my work and my head was just going, my feet were tapping, and I was like, do you think it would be bad if I start like screaming a pop punk song on the train to like a good 20, 30, 40 people in this garage? I think they might not be too pleased with that, but it's just one of these songs. They need an album.
Whenever an album can get you to feel like that, then you know it's going to be fantastic.
Yeah.
What were the singles that got released for them? I know it was.
You've got Gone.
You've got Gone.
You've got Double Helix.
Double Helix.
And you've got Want Me Around.
Double Helix is definitely my favourite song from the album.
The best thing about the album is, in all seriousness, Knuckle Puck is not the traditional pop punk band.
No.
But you can tell they're very creative. But you can tell they're very much into it, and they'll probably concentrate on making a really good album and making sure that the album is up to their standard that they would want.
Yeah.
All I'm going to say left in it is, to anybody that wants a review, give it a listen.
Yeah.
And
the bands. If you've been wary on them before, give this a listen to. It will change your mind.
Oh yeah, give this a listen to. And to the bands, kudos.
Yes.
Because that is a fantastic release.
It was always going to be hard following Copacetic, but they have done it and then some.
Shout out to the pop punk groups on Facebook as well. We can see you talking about it. We can see you.
Yeah.
We know what your opinions are.
I think the meme that I saw earlier on today, you know how it's like the guy stressing about pressing the button like that?
Yeah.
It was like a picture of the ROAM album and the Knuckle Puck album, and he's just like, oh my god, which one do I pick? And then the other one, you know how like the cheating boyfriend kind of thing that's looking the other way?
Yep, that's my favourite one.
Yeah, it was the Peace and the Panic, but then, they're Shapeshifter.
Yep, that was very true, very true.
Just, but going on to the ROAM album, another fantastic pop punk record.
Killer.
I think this just backs up what we were saying 2 weeks ago, that pop punk has never been in a better place.
Yeah. Genuinely.
Because look at the albums that have been released this year. You've got As It Is, you've got Neck Deep, you've got Knuckle Puck, you've got ROAM, you've got Broadside, you've got like more bands that I'm probably missing.
Yeah.
It is unreal for music this year in general. Like we're going to be doing a top 10 near the end of the year, and
yeah.
I don't know how we're going to fill it.
I can tell you right now, this is the thing, 2016 I would probably struggle to fill it.
Yeah.
This year I will not have a problem filling it.
Yeah, that was the same with me last year. I didn't.
It's the order. The order is going to be so goddamn difficult.
I know we need to put it in an order, but I don't know how I'm going to.
We'll have to think about that long and hard.
I know.
We'll have to think about that long and hard.
I know.
But like, to give a quick breakdown of ROAM, I'm not going to lie, I was not overly into the band until they released the last album, which was absolutely fantastic. Do you want to know what it was? I seen it in HMV and I picked up the vinyl and I listened to it, and then that was it. That was it.
Yeah.
But they were not one of the bands in which I was waiting on.
No.
But at the same time, I didn't think the release was going to come this sudden.
Yeah.
Because they brought out Plain Fiction.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's a cracker, this track, that's fantastic. I was totally Scottish there, can't believe it. But fantastic release. But then he followed up with the album. Dear God, like it's a fantastic pop punk album. And like, don't get me wrong, in terms of what the genre is right now, it is as clear a day as pop punk.
As it is, like genuinely.
You were going to say As It Is there, weren't you?
Yeah.
You're going to go As It Is, not as in the band As It Is, but as a term As It Is.
I wasn't meaning the band. Jesus, this is messing with my brain. That I wasn't meaning the band. I was meaning like it is just pop punk. It is just.
Oh yeah.
Like I'm lost for words because we've had so many good releases, and I don't know. There's no fresh words that I can say about them anymore. Each one, they all seem to be trying to outdo each other about who can bring out the best album, and that's how this year has been so fantastic.
The only like in-depth like conversation or chat we're going to be able to have is possibly, and I'm really hoping that this doesn't happen, but somebody releases a bad pop punk album.
That hasn't happened this year, as far as we know yet.
No, it hasn't happened this year. It just hasn't.
It is struggling because even the 4 Years Strong. They released acoustic versions of their what album was it? You know the name of it?
Oh, they've done the anniversary of Rise and Die Trying.
Yeah, and that's fantastic as well.
Oh yeah.
So there has been nothing bad in the world of pop punk. Again, this is to our taste. You're welcome to your own opinions. Please tell us them. But this has been
But you're wrong. But no, I'm kidding.
This year has been absolutely fantastic for music.
There's no other way to kind of explain it or describe it. It has been fantastic. And long may it continue. Please let it continue. Please let it continue.
Yeah, well,
however,
next year we're already looking good. You've got Marmozets, you've got Dead, you've got Trash Boat right in.
I'll be so looking forward to Trash Boat.
Trash Boat is going to be fantastic.
I'll be so looking forward to Trash Boat. Not even that, the fact that we've seen Trash Boat after the album, and the fact that they were so clean and solid. I'm very much looking forward to that.
That's going to be amazing.
Bring back Soupy as well to produce. Soupy from Wonder Years produced that album. Bring back Soupy if you goddamn Soupy if you're listening. Go ahead and produce that album. Go on, do it again.
And make some stuff with Wonder Years as well. That'd be fantastic.
It was the very first thing that he ever produced.
Really?
Yeah. And then he ended up putting it up and went, "This is the first thing I produced." And Trash Boat, that's the first album.
God damn. It's like they're trying to slowly just melt our faces and destroy us a little bit inside because of all this. But that'll end it for music this week. If we've missed any releases or missed any talking points, please get in touch. We'll be sure to talk about it next week.
Oh, we will.
But sort of music news, but it's more in the world of pop culture. We've got an alien hunter. An actual alien hunter.
I still can't believe this. I genuinely still can't believe this.
Do you
want to take this, or because I'll just
I'll intro it, but then I'm gonna be too busy laughing at it because I can't take it seriously. I just can't. I'm sure everyone listening to this has listened to at least one Blink-182 song in their life. Am I correct? Am I correct in saying that everyone's listened to a Blink-182 song in their life?
I would be surprised if somebody hasn't.
Yeah.
My sisters like Blink-182.
Well, there you go. That says everything. So people should know that the bassist Tom DeLonge has left the band, obviously, but he has now he has now started a crowdfunding project to build a spaceship to go to space.
No. Am I wrong? I know that's actually that's actually quite that's close pretty much to what it is.
It is a crowdfunding project. It's called To the Stars. Yeah.
It's called To the Stars. Now, how can
we want to talk about it, but we can't take it seriously because
big time we can't take it seriously. We can't.
I mean, fair play to Tom for actually coming out and trying to take this seriously. Because if I were to stand in front of a camera and try and talk about this, I would bend over laughing.
Right now, let's try and put some professionalism and facts to this. Now, in all fairness, I'm going to say that while quoting because I'm also going to be quoting quotes.
Yeah.
Right. So, from NME, this is where I looked at it first. So, Tom DeLonge seeks investors to help company, and I quote, engineer the fabric of space-time. Okay.
I'm just. It's too ridiculous to actually be a thing.
It's like an imaginary Dragon's Den. It genuinely is like an imaginary Dragon's Den.
Oh my god.
Hi dragons.
How much
want to
would you
go
pay to see that?
Find space time. Sorry Tom, but come on man.
How much would you want to see Tom DeLonge go on to the actual apprentice in front of Alan Sugar and present this? I would pay to see that and just see how quickly he'd be shut down.
Alan Sugar's probably listened to Blink-182. So
got it the record.
Alan Sugar's probably being
I love
when I start playing with Blink-182 again properly and like take it seriously, just like not take the biscuit. Right, this is what I will say, and it's very much a kind of straightforward thing. Okay, when people talk about obsessions, it's seen as, obviously most people know what obsession is. It's something that you genuinely think about for the majority of your time,
like the using
most of your brain power.
Like the way I am with Battlefront.
Yes, yeah. Well, yeah. But generally, when somebody has an obsession about an obscene topic, it's normally seen as, I don't really want it to cuss, to be honest. It's normally seen as lies. It's normally seen as
they normally look like they're caca for Cocoa Puffs.
Yeah, that's a good way to say it. Good way to say it. So
that's about the nicest way I can put it.
Most of the press about this is bringing this up as a space-time obsession, a UFO obsession, for example. These are examples that I'm quoting on. Now, don't get me wrong. I love Blink-182. It's what he's famous for. Yeah. Right? I love the new Blink-182.
Yes.
And I think Matt has done fantastic. And in fact, in terms of
California's a great album.
In terms of Matt to post Matt, I prefer post Matt. No, I'm not meaning in terms of original Blink. I'm meaning what was it called again? Neighborhood. The album, The Neighborhood to California, it's such a better album. It's so better. It's not straight up pop punk. Yeah. Do not get us wrong about that. It's so much better produced. But that is not the important thing. The important thing is that Tom DeLonge is going crazy.
He actually is. Like, I'm going to ask you this. Have you seen the design of the possible spaceship he wants to build?
Yeah, I have.
It looks like something you'd get in bloody No Man's Sky or something like that, or Halo or something. It just looks so
it looks like a stretched out American football cut in half.
Yes. Oh my god. Honestly, like, if this actually takes off and it goes to find space, time, the aliens, well done, Tom DeLonge. You have scammed the world.
I would just laugh at what happens next.
It's going to be funny. I'm definitely interested. But I don't think for the reasons Tom wants us to be.
Have you watched the broadcast, the seminar, whatever what it was called?
I watched about 15 seconds and realised, oh wait, I can't take this seriously and put it off.
I genuinely spent 5 minutes watching it. Right. And after a minute I just started thinking to myself, and thankfully I didn't scream it and shout it, but I was just thinking, what are you doing? Like, I understand the idea of like looking into this, but he's not looking into fact, he's looking into fiction.
Yeah.
At this moment in time, he's looking into fiction. If there was some form of fact about it, then fine. Right? But I'm sorry, Tom, but there is more intelligent people than you for this.
Like, that's what it comes down to at the end of the day, but we're not ragging on Tom.
We're not ragging on anyone.
If this is something he genuinely believes and has done his own research on, fair play. Okay, we're mocking him for, I guess, nothing, but this just sounds...
We're mocking because of the difference in our opinion and what we expect from
Yes. If something comes from this about proof and stuff like that, then we will take back everything we've said.
Oh yeah, big time.
And honestly, I want it to succeed. I want to know. I want to know about space. I want to know everything that's out there. It'd be fantastic to learn.
But I don't want to learn from Tom DeLonge.
No. Well,
I want to speak to Tom about how
he made
all the small things was written.
Yeah.
And I want one of his guitars.
Yeah.
But I don't want to lecture of him.
No.
That's it.
I want to talk to him about pop punk, not aliens and UFOs.
Yeah, no, that's it.
Good luck, Tom. Yeah. Hope it all works out.
Hope you're having fun, man. Hope you're having fun.
And the last thing we're going to talk about today, and it's what one of our questions is going to be on, I think. It's going to be like another... this is definitely opinion one, and how you think it's affecting the gaming industry, and this goes for console, to mobile gaming. Like, it goes across everything.
Gamers, hold on. I will give you Declan's phone number to prank him, because you're not going to like what he's going to say. You're also not going to like what I'm going to say. But you're not getting my phone number.
I think most gamers are going to agree with us on this.
I would say most gamers are going to agree.
Because it has been an absolute... It's been one of the biggest talk points in gaming in the past week.
I would say in a very conservative term, it's been a total hindrance.
Yeah.
It's been a total hindrance.
Yeah. So last week we talked about what we're looking forward to the next year in terms of games. And one of the games we brought up was a certain game called Battlefront 2. And it's recently came out in the past week, since the beta has been played and stuff like that, that it's very much pay to win through loot boxes.
Yeah.
Which is not great, because loot boxes... we're going to talk about the way Battlefront are doing loot boxes, then we'll get into our opinions on loot boxes themselves.
Yeah.
I think that's probably the fair thing to do. So, what it looks like from Battlefront is, it looks like it's sort of pay to win. Mm-hmm. Because I haven't got all the facts written down, so I'm going off the top of my head here, and I apologise if I've got anything wrong. Again, comment. It looks like to properly level up characters, you have to get specific things from loot boxes, which would suck. Because let's say, I never got a chance to play the beta. I was kind of gutted. I was going to do some videos on it. Let's say you need to open 10 boxes to properly level up a certain character or class or something. And the only way to get the loot boxes was to play maybe 50 matches. Okay? That would kind of suck, but again, I could see that it would be okay. But the fact that they've introduced the pay to win, just be like, oh, here, if you pay us 50 quid, you can get those 50 loot boxes right now, and then that's you leveled up. And those loot boxes will also contain better guns and character boosts as well, so you really want to open these. That's not the way pay to win should be, and I think a big thing to point out is Battlefront 2 is released by EA, who are notorious for the FIFA games, which are very much pay to win themselves without... this is one that never really catches on. FIFA is probably the most pay to win game out there, I'd say, because I think it's for the highest amount. It's 80 quid for the highest amount. I think it's 12,000 FIFA points. And they make it so difficult to get the best stuff. So FIFA is probably the most pay to win game that I know of.
Yeah.
But in terms of loot boxes themselves, how do you think Battlefront 2 are coming about it?
I think if I'm going to say something about it, I'm probably best giving my opinion.
Yeah.
I can't stand it.
Yeah.
I genuinely can't stand it. More to the point of, I play games to get away and spend the time in a challenge.
Yeah.
I don't spend it to spend extra money to be the best, because it's games. It's games.
Exactly. It's games. You're there to have fun. You're there to have fun, have a good time. I mean,
I might have tons of money, but it doesn't necessarily make me the best. If somebody's got tons of money, they can then get an advantage. Don't give opportunities to somebody just because they've got money.
Exactly.
But then again, this is the bad thing. I understand why gaming manufacturers and gaming producers do it.
Oh yeah, I totally understand why they do it. But here's the thing: if you're getting a free mobile game, it's not a free mobile game, because you can pay £1 to get rid of advertising. You can pay £3 to get in-game credit, right? I can see why they do it, because that's how they're going to make money. A game like Battlefront 2, that's going to cost what? £50-60 on release, right? Maybe about £80 for the deluxe version of it, right? That's a game I can't justify loot boxes for. Well, loot boxes that pay to win. Like, for example, Overwatch, I think they have loot boxes spot on.
See, I don't play Overwatch.
Yeah, no, neither do I, but they have loot boxes spot on where their loot boxes only contain character customization stuff. So nothing that will improve stats or the way you play the game. It is genuinely just the way your character will look. And I think that's, if you're going to do loot boxes, that is the right way to do it, because then no one has an advantage. It is just a certain way a character is going to look.
See, that's a good way about it. Does Overwatch do the same as Paladins, where you can buy characters as well?
Yeah.
Right. Well, see, in terms of, because most of loot box gaming is all to do with online gaming.
Yeah.
Right.
Like,
so
you're not going to get like a loot box for like an offline game. Let's be honest.
Like Candy Crush or something.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't pass that, because even then it's got an online aspect where you compete against friends to see who gets the best score.
Yeah, that's a good point. But like that's still pointless. I do find, and that's just a generalisation, that loot boxes and online in-app or in-game purchases as a whole, they're mostly for online benefits in terms of you buy it so that you can advance in online. Now, can you just bring it back? Can you remember when online was out gaming? And can you remember when you played the game because of the game, not because you want to stomp over some noobs? It was about playing the game. Now that's the one thing that I enjoy. Now it's probably one of the reasons why I don't overly play online stuff. So for example, let's give like culturally like accurate details of what people would play. So for example, FIFA.
Yeah.
I more or less play career mode. I don't play Ultimate Team, but when I do, I play offline. Right?
I currently play offline, but that's because they've just brought in benefits to playing offline for like the first time ever, so I'm quite happy with that.
Another one is obviously, we'll go Overwatch, but the same kind of thing, Paladins, because we both play Paladins.
Yeah.
Paladins
is online only.
Is online only, right?
But it is just fun.
That's it, and you do not have to purchase, because you play how you play. If you play well, that's it. Yes, okay, you get better characters, or well, it's not necessarily better characters. It's just characters with different attributes, but it's not OP. It's all kind of standard, just different methods. So if you use a methods correctly, so you've learned how to use that character correctly. Yes, by all means, you might be considered as better.
For example, like one of the characters I say is the worst in the game is Willow. As you well know, I say that's one of the worst characters I've ever seen in the game.
Face up.
But when someone can play as that character well, they're the best character in the game.
It's so beneficial.
I'm guessing it's the same with Overwatch. If you've got someone on your team who can play as their character, you're sorted.
Yeah. Definitely.
Another game that tends to be mostly online, the Call of Duty series, which also have loot boxes.
Yeah.
They started off doing loot boxes the same way Battlefront 2 is going to be doing them, sort of pay to win, you get slightly better guns, stuff like that. But I think in the latest ones, again, don't quote me, because again, this is from what I sort of know, but again, I haven't played the latest cards a lot. The loot boxes now, I think, is purely cosmetic. I think they went to the Overwatch way, but I'm not 100% sure.
But think of Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah.
If you wanted different guns to use, which did have advantages, they did. Some had better damage, some had better fire rate, some had better accuracy.
What was it? The model Akimbo shotguns.
Yeah.
They had to be patched because of how OP they were.
Big time. But you had to earn them by playing the game.
Yeah, like that. I don't think I've prestiged.
Unless you modded it.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I don't think I ever prestiged in a COD, because I done so much work to get every gun the way I wanted them that I didn't want to do all the work again. So as much as I wanted the honour of doing that, I earned those guns. I felt like I actually earned something, so I didn't want to lose them.
Yeah.
Like one of my favourite games to play online ever, and this might surprise you, was Uncharted 2.
Never played the Uncharted series. Don't hate me.
I'm giving you one of the first three, the Nathan Drake collection. You're playing them once you complete everything else.
Yeah, let me complete my other games. Come on now.
But genuinely, that game was just fun online. There was no pay to win service. It was just you go, have fun, and that's it.
Yeah.
It's the way the old COD used to be. It's the way games used to be in general before pay to win and microtransactions became a thing. And am I going to say it's ruined gaming? No, I don't think it has, but it's definitely put a damper because for games like Battlefront 2, if it's genuinely you have to pay to get the best stuff to do better in the game, you're going to lose fan base. You're going to lose so many people that would have played that game but don't want to pay £100 extra in microtransactions, because that's genuinely what it takes to get good.
It's not even it. It's not even it to me. The biggest thing about it is, why even spend all the money making the game if you're going to then just sell things to make more money? That's it. That's genuinely it. Why make a game so good to allow somebody to pay more money than somebody buying it normally to then be better at the game? Just make a straight online game, pay an exorbitant amount of money for people to have so much, and it means then that's a game. If you're going to think of it this way, think of somebody that doesn't get free FIFA packs, right?
Yeah.
So how much is, like, say 5 FIFA packs in pounds?
In pounds,
so you're looking at maybe like £5.
Oh no, about tenner to £15.
Right, so let's take a tenner at the lowest amount.
To get decent.
Let's say the game new right now is 50 quid. I think it's a wee bit more, but let's say it's 50 quid. So that's £60, right? Well, let's say this person buys 5 packs each week for the next, say, 12 weeks.
Yeah.
Right? Let's say that's what it is. So
that's an extra £120.
That's an extra £120.
That's £180 you've made off of one person, and that's the type of people microtransactions are aimed towards. What's known as a whale. A whale that'll just keep on pumping more money into the game each and every week to get better stuff. That's
I'm sorry, but in my opinion, in my strong opinion on that one, you are then losing value to the game. If you put so much effort into in-game and in-app purchases, the value of the game is lost, because the only value of somebody playing the game is to spend the money. And I'm sorry, but I can spend my money on guitars, and I can spend my money on good meals, but if I spend my money, it's literally a game of spending money. It's just ridiculous.
I will admit, I have been prone to paying extra for games before. I've put a lot of extra money only because I felt like I was lagging behind, and that shouldn't be the way. If I'm lagging behind in the game, I shouldn't feel the need to, maybe I need to pay extra money to get the better stuff. No. I find an absolute thrill in earning something. Because like going back to Call of Duty, and get to the prestige, I know I said it before, but getting to that top level, you earned something, and that's a feeling that you don't really get. Like, if you could have paid 20 quid to get to the top level and have everything already, what's the point? Like, you'll be better, but where's the sense of actually earning something and feeling like, oh my god, I've got so much better at this game, oh my god, I don't know, if you're paying for the game, it feels like something is lost.
It feels like a bit of a stab in the back for people that play the game normally, without having to spend it. And don't get me wrong, I have no problem spending money on subscriptions, and I have no problem spending money on DLC. But what I do have a problem is spending the money for advancements to somebody for online benefit, just to make it seem like you're better. That's all. So my opinion on it, and this is where I will drop it in terms of the opinion, is I don't like in-game purchases to the point where it gives somebody an advantage for them to be overpowered or classed as better. Because then that means nobody is better. All that matters is that the weight of your wallet is heavier and makes a bigger bang.
I will 100% agree, and I think the shame is someone could be really good at the game, but they could be coming from a family that's not got enough money and can't pay to win. I think that's I think that's the worst thing that comes from microtransactions. But we want to know your opinion on them. Do you think they should be done like Overwatch? Do you think Battlefront 2 are fair in doing this, or do you think loot boxes shouldn't be a thing at all? We want to know your opinion in the comments. We'll put a question up on Facebook. Be sure to answer it. And we're going to wrap up this episode with our usual. This week it's not going to be a top 5. It's not even going to be like a top list. It is a sort of top 6, but not really.
It's a pick 6.
Pick 6.
Pick 6.
So we want to know. It'll still be a poll to see who is the most popular, but we want to know which 6 Pokemon would make it into your what is it? Poke Squad?
Poke Squad?
I'm going to call it a Poke Squad.
You can call it Poke Squad. It's
your team.
I don't know what it is.
Is it your team squad?
Team squad. I don't know what it is actually. But this is bad because I mean I don't know about yourself, but I play Pokemon.
I do as well. I've got an emulator on my laptop, so I can.
I would probably just go with my Pokemon that I carry.
Yeah. Right, so the 6. So if you don't play Pokemon, you can carry 6 Pokemon at a time.
Yeah. Pokemon haters are going to hate it.
Yeah.
I'm going to let you go first in this one, man. I'm going to let you go first.
Thank you.
Now, let me just set the rules for this one. We are then looking for Pokemon throughout every era, every game. However, limitation, no legendaries.
Nope.
No legendaries. Or, sorry, legendaries.
Yes.
That depends on how you say it.
No legendaries at all. So, see, this is where I kind of expose myself.
As a non-Pokemon player?
No, I do play it, but I only play the original.
See,
Fire Red.
I'm similar, but I still know
I'm planning on playing the other ones, don't worry about that. But in terms of knowing, I can only really talk about the original. So, are we going for one you want at the start, or just the one you want to end up with?
I would just pick ones you want to carry.
Okay.
So if you could be a Pokemon trainer and carry 6 Pokemon at any time, what Pokemon would you carry?
Okay, now here's another way I'm going to expose myself. I am.
You don't know all the names?
No,
That's what you're going to say?
No. I am a little fanboy, and I will keep Pokemon if I like them and not based on stats and stuff. So the first one I want is Pikachu. I want a Pikachu. I want a Pikachu because obviously.
Cool.
The second one I want is Charizard because I picked Charmeleon. Oh no, is Charmeleon? Charmeleon at the start. I don't know. I had it in my head. I thought I got it wrong. I have him at the start, and I would have the 3 evolutions. So Jolteon, Vaporeon, and
they're legendaries.
Are they classed as legendaries?
Yeah, man.
I don't think they are. Because when we got asked, they are.
No, that's not all the legendaries. So that's only some of the legendaries.
No, that was
the legendaries.
Like, again, we're looking at the question we got asked, but that's her naming their list.
Yeah, so it's not legendaries. So legendaries are Jolteon, Vaporeon, Flareon.
No, the legendaries are the 3 birds.
No, they're in it as well. They're classed as well. I'm sure they are.
No, because Eevee would then be classed as a legendary as well. And Eevee is not a legendary.
No, Eevee's not legendary.
The evolutions are just evolutions of Eevee.
I like how we've totally got into a Pokemon. Right?
Jesus, this is meant to be quick to end the show. I like the discussion on this.
I'm sure Vaporeon is a legendary.
Are they classed as legendaries? Because in this question they've listed Umbreon and Espeon in their list, so
I'm sure.
I think I just saw they are classed, so unfortunately I can't have my evolutions down.
Hold on.
We're having a fact check.
We are having a fact check. We totally are having a fact check.
I think we take stuff too seriously sometimes.
Right, I'm going to say this because I'm looking at it just now. So I'm going to say that it doesn't say the Vaporeon and the evolutions of Eevee
I
are
think-
legendary. So right, okay, I'm going to let you go for it.
Cause,
I'm not going to
again-
go for it, but I'm going to let you go for it.
They're listed there, so I'm going to guess they are allowed. So I will go for the 3 evolutions because I'm a fanboy and I love you. So, and I love the 3 evolutions in the first one. It was the first, like when Pokemon Go came out, that was the first thing I done. I worked on getting them.
Here it is.
And
Right, so that's 4. No, 5.
5. So
Five,
I've got one more. Can I just check because I don't want to get the name wrong. I would choose. Where is it? I don't know if it. Oh, I'm gonna go for Gengar.
I'm going to go for Gengar.
I like a good Gengar.
Right,
That,
okay.
that would be my sense. What about you?
Right, okay, me.
So I can
I feel I'm
kinda go
more of a
with it.
Pokemon guy than you are.
Yeah, you are.
Right, so starting Pokemon, going to take Squirtle.
Of course you are.
Squirtle.
So would you not go straight to Blastoise?
No,
No,
I would
you-
no
you
because
want-
I would go proper old school Pokemon. So I would stick with
Fair
Squirtle.
dues. Fair dues.
I don't want to evolve Squirtle, man. I want Squirtle. Come on.
Fair enough.
So let's keep Squirtle.
Okay.
I would take Pikachu as well. I'm not gonna lie. I'm going to take Pikachu.
You have to though.
Yeah, I'm going to take Pikachu. I'm going to take Jigglypuff.
Yeah.
I'm going to take Jigglypuff. I can't not take Jigglypuff. Then I'm going to go Fire, and we're going to go with Growlithe.
Nice.
Growlithe's pretty much the closest thing I would say to a doll. I'm going to go doll. I want a doll. I'm going to take Rapidash.
Nice.
And, right, okay, who's the last one up here?
Where you pack it?
Oh, it's difficult.
Where you pack it?
I was going to be. I was going between Farfetch'd, Cubone, and I can't remember the name of it. It's the. I'm going to sound like an absolute silly Billy here, but it's the tree.
Executor?
I think it's a Wobbuffet. I'm sure it's Wobbuffet. Is it Wobbuffet?
No, Wobbuffet is like the little blue. Again, I'm going to sound so bad.
Oh, so it is. It's not
Wobbuffet is the little.
Wobbuffet's awesome though,
I know.
actually.
Right. That's going to sound bad. Is it the thing in the anime that used to eat James?
I'm not sure. I don't think so. I'm not too sure. It is Sudowoodo.
Ah, okay.
So I was going between Farfetch'd, Cubone, and Sudowoodo. Wobbuffet, honorary mention. That's it. No, so I'm going to go with Cubone. So
That's a good pick.
So to confirm, we've went Squirtle, Pikachu. I've lost my track now. Growlithe, Rapidash, Jigglypuff, and Cubone. That's what I'm going for.
I chose Pikachu, Charizard, 3 evolutions, Flareon, Vaporeon, and Jolteon, and I also picked Gengar.
That's it.
So we want to know your 6, so we'll put up a poll. Put your 6 down in the comments, put your 6 in the poll, and we'll see who the most popular Pokemon is out of our fan base. Because I think that's an interesting one. Everyone likes Pokemon in that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's childhood, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, everybody had a childhood, or pretty much everyone.
Yeah.
Not everyone.
Most people.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you were either in the Pokemon or Dragon Ball Z camp. I knew people that were.
Digimon or Yu-Gi-Oh, man.
Well, I was Yu-Gi-Oh, mostly growing up.
I was Pokemon and Digimon.
You were actually a Digimon fan.
I was Digimon fan.
Really?
Yeah, I used to play the game on the PS1.
Fair dues.
Yeah,
Fair dues.
that was fun, by the way. I'm not gonna lie, the Digimon game was fun as heck.
We'll get into. Maybe that'll be next week. We'll talk about something to do with gaming.
Yeah.
But be sure to listen out for next week. Remember to like, share, subscribe, stuff like that, all that. all that admin stuff that no one ever listens to. But
Yeah.
please do, because
We'll try and get you to listen. We'll try and get you to listen.
we'll get you hooked eventually.
That's it. But yeah, that's everything. Me.
Yeah, remember, if we have anything wrong this week, because there's a few things where we could have, please let us know in the comments and stuff like that, because again, we will address it next week if we do have anything wrong.
Yeah, we will address it. But we might not be. We might not be.
Who knows?
But
Anyway, thank you for listening this week, and we will see you soon.
catch you.
Bye.